Namaste Shivaya and welcome. This is Ashna here with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming each and every one of you beautiful divine souls to my channel with all my love and all my heart. Today in this video, we are going to look at the energies coming in with this magnificent 8-8 portal. The 8-8 is the Lionsgate portal, activating a lot of light energy within us. It's going to propel us towards greater growth, towards greater empowerment. And just for that, I have this special reading for all of us. So let's open our hearts and ask our angels and guides, what is this 8-8 portal bringing in? We're going to look at how is it going to support you, what will it activate within you, and how you can move through it with ease and grace, along with so many other things. So let's open up the space and get into the reading. 8-8 energies for the collective. Wheel of Fortune, Destiny. Wheel of Fortune, shifting of destiny. This 8-8 is bringing in so much light, empowerment, and understanding about your past lessons, about your past karma, and now the cycle is changing. So if there has been a cycle of lack, of loss, of disempowerment, of disenchantment, of not being fulfilled, this is a time around with this portal. The light activations are going to bring in tremendous changes in your life. I see you learning, I see you growing, I see you expanding. Some of you are traveling the globe, some of you are traveling the world travels. I'm seeing an increase in spirituality. I'm seeing the cycles. And I'm seeing that some of you are letting go of some temptations or some parts that you felt addicted to, some parts where you felt constrained to. So whether it was toxic relationships or actual addictions, and I'm channeling directly from this energy. Okay. So I'm seeing that you're growing a lot in your spiritual wisdom. You're learning the lessons from the past and you're understanding what certain repeated patterns have been in your life and what is it that you need to do, what action steps you need to take. You're going to discover that. And I'm seeing that the angels are going to guide you with this. Thank you, angels, for this first powerful message. 8-8 energies for the collective tuning in to my channel. Akashic Records. Clearing old stories, releasing past lives and freedom. And that is pretty much what I was talking about. That your spirit guides with this 8-8 portal are giving you this confirmation through this reading that there are these great lessons. Whatever has happened in the past, whatever it was, whether it was that challenging relationship, challenging workplace, or your mental health, anything that you were struggling with, any place where you felt restricted, chained, like I said, the word addiction was coming in. Whatever it was a lesson that was unfolding in your life. And there were certain great learnings that was taking place. Now, with this high vibrations coming in into your life, clearing certain pathways, what is going to happen is there is a shift in destiny in the Akashic Records. Akashic Records are all our thoughts, our emotions, our actions, that has been, that is, that shall be, because everything exists in the now. And now with this 8-8 portal, with this shift in destiny, you're clearing an old story, something that you believed, a belief pattern that was running your life. And you were constantly attracting the similar people, similar situations. Now you're like, oh, I've been on this hamster wheel for quite some time. So clearing old stories about who you are, about your worth, about what you're capable of, and what others had you believe. Okay, so you're also releasing past lives, meaning I'm seeing a lot of integration because there's a lot of learning that has taken place. And with this open book, I'm also seeing an increase in your psychic abilities, and I'm seeing a very bright future, your higher timeline being drawn in to you. Okay, so you're being freed from that past karma. You've paid your dues, and that's what I'm hearing. You've paid your dues. Thank you, angels. So let's go deeper into this message and ask the angels, what is this portal going to support you with? this 8-8 portal, what is it going to support my collective with angels? Death, endings, transformation. Okay, this is what we're talking about, clearing old story, releasing past lives. So this portal is going to support you through a period of transition, through a period of change, whether that transition is a work transition, whether it is a transition from moving a location, geographic location. This could be a transition from, let's say you're single and now you're coming in a committed relationship. That's a transition. Transitioning from one job to another, transitioning from one level of support to another. Okay, I'm also hearing transition from a certain way of being. There's going to be a fresher, newer, more confident energy to you, confident about who you are, confident about your abilities, and not that you need so many degrees or so many accomplishments to be valued. So that's a different version of you. You feel and derive that value from your higher self for just being you. So they're helping you with endings, certain toxic relationships that perhaps you had a hard time letting go of. So the angels and guides and this portal is going to give you that push, is going to propel you to be able to walk through that journey, to be able to let go so that you can live your highest dream. So if in the past you were unable to speak up, now you're going to find yourself anchoring the truth, speaking up, being bold, making bold decisions. Okay, I'm seeing that with all that yellow. I'm seeing boldness, I'm seeing light, I'm seeing now there is this empowerment energy. So that's how the portal is going to support you. And what are you going to leave behind with this portal, with all this empowerment? What is the collective leaving behind, angels? Okay, what the collective is leaving behind is, it's very interesting. You have here the King of Swords. King is really the mastery. Okay, is a master of words, is a master of intellect. Okay, this has great mastery. What does it mean by you leaving behind? I'm feeling that you're walking now the path of emotions. What gives me emotional contentment? What is emotionally fulfilling for me? Was I doing that job because it was required of me? This is what the family wanted, or this is what I thought that I needed, or I needed to be that person to accomplish that. Now it's going to be, but it really doesn't make me happy. It's not what gives me that contentment. So what you're leaving behind are, okay, old stories which you lived by. You were entrenched in these stories. Now there's going to be an ending of that story. Okay, there's going to be an ending of that old version of you. It's also going to be an ending of, if you were only using your mind, you have a left brain and you have a right brain. If you were heavily focused on the left brain activities, which is just the logic, now it doesn't mean you're leaving completely logic behind. That's not what this means. This means that you're not just going to depend upon the logical mind, because I am picking up a lot of psychic energy. I am picking up that your third eye is going to open. When our third eye opens, we're able to see things from a balanced and a higher perspective and not from a micro lens. So it gives you more of a macro version of your life, of how things have been playing out, how people have kind of played a certain part and a certain role, whether it was a character that you liked or it was a character you disliked. How these characters showed up in your life, these situations showed up in the movie of your life, because you're the star. You're the star of this movie. So you're going to recognize that. You are going to leave behind a very rigid pattern. So I'm picking up rigidity, aggressiveness, domineering, things along those nature, that where you have been highly rigid about yourself, about what is possible, what others should do, should not do, you should do this, you should not do this cannot happen, that cannot happen. The highly rigid, because the sword is, it can really cut through, it can slice through, there can be a lot of bleeding that takes place because it's very detached. So you're leaving behind the heavy, detached, cold energy. You're going to awaken more to the emotional aspect. So that's what you're leaving behind. Okay. Now, what are you going to take with you? Let's look at what you're taking with you. See, I told you, This is love. What you're taking with you is this Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is very determined. It's in the emotional. You're leaving behind. No, I'm not leaving behind my left brain, Archana. No, but you're leaving behind only one way of functioning. That it is okay to be soft. It is okay to be kind. It is okay not to know everything and not always to follow what the mind, here I'm referring to the mind as a logical mind, what the mind has to say. It's okay to follow my heart's calling. It's okay to be a little bit soft, to be a little bit gentle. It makes me whole. It makes me complete. So this is the realm of emotions. Let's get a little bit more with that. What are they taking with them, angels? You're taking with you love. You're taking with you your softness, your gentleness. You're taking with you your ability to listen to your inner self, to the guidance that's coming in, right? Our intuition and psychic energy. Compassion. You're taking with you kindness. You're taking with you tolerance. You're taking with you forgiveness. Malkut. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is, oh my gosh. Earth, manifestation, being here and now. I love this. This gives me the vibes of the Empress. So what you're taking with you, and it gives here's the number 10. Let's look at it. Number 10. Wheel of Fortune is the number 10 card. Okay. So what you're taking with you are all the fortunes that you have amassed in this world, right? Your ability to manifest, how you used your mind to create what you've created. I'm looking at the positive things that you have created, okay? So you're taking that with you. But you're also taking with you presence, your presence, that I am present here in the here and now. What is this situation showing to me? What is it asking of me? What is it this person is triggering within me? What is it that I need to look at within myself? What shift do I need to create within myself to be able to experience greater levels of joy, contentment, happiness, wealth, prosperity? So you are taking with you the practical approach. You're not letting go of the practical approach. That's the earth realm, whatever you have understood. So I'm feeling with this, you're taking your lessons with you, because we're clearing old stories and there are a lot of learning. You're taking all the lessons you have learned being a human. Okay, one is a spiritual self and there is being human. What it requires, right? In the earth plane, the connections, the community, the feelings, the understanding, along with being goal driven, right? So being here and now, you're also taking with you a lot of love and light energy with you, ability to nurture yourself and nurture other people. Okay, so you're definitely taking that. Beautiful. Thank you, angels. Now let's look at the next part. How is this portal going to change you? Two of Wands. How is this portal going to change the collective? Union. Two, 4, 4. Okay. How is this portal? Actually, let me take it from. Okay, this one came. I'll open it later. How is this portal going to change you? Two. We're getting like double messages. 2, 2, 2, 2. 5. Throat chakra. Wow, out of the whole deck, both the chakra cards came out. The third eye chakra and the throat chakra. We have union and we have the element of water. Okay. Intuition, emotions, and love. Like I was mentioning to you, like my psychic gifts are increasing, your psychic gifts you're going to begin to recognize are going to increase. The level of intuition, and you're going to get an inner knowing. Some of you are going to begin to say, I'm getting a gut feeling about it, right? You're going to go forth for it. Or I'm getting an inkling about it. That's it. For some of you, it could be a vision. You get a prophetic dream and you follow that. Okay, some of you will just get a knowing in your body. It's just an instant. It doesn't make sense logically, but I feel it and I know this is the direction I have to go, and you're going to go for it. So it's going to bypass the mind and it's going to tap into the unseen realm, right? Because the ladder to the mind everybody knows. Okay, this is it. This is logical. These are the facts. Let's go with the facts. But the unseen realm, there's no ladder. It's just the unseen. We don't know what it is. So when something comes in from the unseen realm, you've tapped into an area which is beyond what the mind can see. Like, okay, my mind can see this, my mind can see there is a periphery to this. But the unseen realm, there is no periphery. There's no up, there's no down, there's no left, there's no right, there's depth, there's dark. So you don't know. So when something drops in from there, it's coming in from a higher perspective. It's coming in from what is beyond the senses. So it's the extra sensory perception, right? That's what you are going, that's how it's going to change you. You're going to be more trusting of the insights that you receive, okay? Not waiting for others to tell you this is right, this is wrong. You're going to begin to trust yourself more. Then I'm channeling right now with the energies that came out. I haven't really looked at the cards, okay? So I'm also feeling that what's going to happen is you're going to be, I mentioned already, right? Like, what are you going to take with you and how this is going to change you? You are taking love with you. You're taking presence with you. You're taking forgiveness. You're taking compassion with you. And as you become more compassionate towards yourself, you'll see that you're becoming more compassionate and understanding of other people. So there will be less of these divisions, less of a separation of you and me, they and me. Oh, you're that color and this color. Oh, you're that economic status, this is me. Oh, you live in that country, I live in this country. Oh, you have that color hair, I have this color hair. Oh, you look like this is me. So there is going to be a unity of the diversity or unity of the split. Okay, the split versions of you, because you're dissolving those old past lives with the past stories. So if you're dissolving the past lives and past stories, Archana, then what is happening? As you dissolve the past, now the past part is getting cleared. Now you're no longer trying to swim with all those shackles. Now the shackles are gone. Now you can swim with ease, flow, grace, and at whatever speed as you want, which means that your manifestations will come to life like this. You think it happens, you think it happens, you think, and you wonder what happened, right? Because you created that unity within, that separation of, oh, this is masculine, this is feminine. Oh, this is what I should do, this is what I shouldn't do. Those harsh boundaries of shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't, couldn't, all comes into now. What is it that I can do now? So the question is, how is this portal going to change you? You are going to be deeply intuitive. And you're going to trust your emotions. You're going to go more with the flow. If things work out, great. If they don't work out, you're not going to beat yourself up. You're going to say, okay, I did the best. Now let's see, maybe there's another way in which I can do things. Okay. You're going to be more in love with yourself, in love with life. You're going to start to find more zest in life. Why? Because you're taking with you presence. In the present moment, I love this, I love that, and I'm enjoying this, what I can bring in. So you're more in tune with the energy of love, and love is a very high vibration. When you're vibrating at a high level, what will happen is, in the physicality, that entire kingdom is going to materialize for you. Your dreams will materialize with ease. Why? Because you are no longer in split. You are no longer in resistance with your own self. There's a greater acceptance that's coming in. Okay. Union. The energy of union activates our ability to unite our outer and inner aspects towards a state of wholeness. Okay. This is how it will be. You are going to come from a more whole, aligned, and a unified place. Where you need to be strict and stringent, you're going to whip out that sword and speak the truth, honor the truth, stand for truth and justice, and stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves, okay, whether it's for a cause. Now, where the time is needed, you're going to offer that love, compassion, and understanding. So having that great balance of, like, it's a 1-2, 1-2. I did a video, it's on my channel, on repeating numbers 1-2, 1-2. And I do so many years back, and I did not know 1/1,000,000th of the things that I know now. But I did channel something there, it seems like. And I channeled something like, it's like a dance, you know. And so watch that video. 1-2, 1-2 is coming through for all of you right now. Okay. So this is what you're taking with you, a state of union. This is how it's going to be. People are going to look at you as someone who's very balanced and someone, you're a go-to person. Someone who has a higher vision is compassionate, but also knows healthy boundaries. So they feel safe around you. They feel safe to trust you. They feel safe that you can understand them. They feel safe that you can guide them. For some of you, I'm seeing mentorship because we have here the throat chakra. Your throat chakra is going to be very, very activated. You're going to find yourself with this 8-8 portal that some of you, if you have been thinking about some sort of a social media, putting your energy out there, putting your thoughts, putting what you know, you may be guided and inspired to. I see a lot of you opening up to that aspect, okay? Because of the throat chakra. I feel that if you are an artist, I feel like there's going to be a greater expression of art that comes in, free flowing energy of art that comes in, freedom of expression in the art that I'm feeling. Like if you are musicians and you are singers and writers, I see a lot more expansiveness, like you're blogging, you're finding other platforms, right? We're in this AI and high-tech world. You're going to be connecting to people across the world. You're beginning to come from a place of humbleness. And maybe you already are humble, but maybe certain life circumstances have humbled you even more. So this is the Two of Wands energy that I am channeling right now, that you are going to take these steps and you're going to create more plans. That's how it's changing. And you're going with the flow, but you are creating plans. Does it kind of make sense? You have a plan, but you go with the flow. So I see that happening with you. And I'm seeing a pathway with the Two of Wands. I'm sure more readings are going to open up on what that Two of Wands is, but this is what you're taking with you. The learnings, the world learnings, right? I told you I'm seeing the world card, the person. You've learned many lessons. And with these lessons, you're starting a creative project with this Ace of Wands here. With this creative project, you are definitely expressing. Maybe you're expressing in your household, you're in your community, you actually start a podcast or other social media. Okay. Third eye chakra. I've already talked a lot about it. A lot of psychic abilities and psychic gifts are opening up for you. That's how it's going to change you. Thank you, angels. Okay. Now, the next one is kind of linked with this. What is this going to activate? This portal activate for you. I did say you are the star. Thank you, angels, for this confirmation. What is this portal going to activate for the collective? What is this portal going to activate for the collective? What is this portal going to activate for the collective? What is it going to activate for the collective? Thank you. Let's see. We have the Star card, and then here we have the Two of Swords. Okay, what else do we have? The Raven, which is the shaman. I already told you, psychic energy, and the dolphin play. Swim. I was talking about swimming. And I've channeled some energy of swimming, and some memory of my swimming came up in one of my other videos. And we have here the Divine Feminine. This is what I have been saying. So the question is, what is this portal going to activate for all of you? Male, female, however you identify yourself, you're awakening to the feminine aspect, which is the energy of receptivity. Okay, our right brain. The frequency of the Divine Feminine supports our soft. I've been saying you're getting soft, right? That's what I channeled for you, right? I keep reminding that I am being a psychic, not here to coming from a place of ego, just so you can see the comparison of what was coming through when I was channeling earlier to the card actually showing up. So as you can see, like that's what's happening. This is what's going to happen for you. That you're going to get that sense and feeling, you're going to do something, and then the universe is going to show you that's exactly what you were thinking of. So I want you to kind of make that part of the connection when I say, see, this was like the psychic information that I already got before, and now the universe is confirming it for all of you, right? So this is This is supporting our soft, receptive, and nurturing side, facilitating our intuition and intrinsic understanding of our connection to the cosmos. So this is what's going to activate. You're going to, with this portal, you're going to get deeper and deeper into an understanding of the multidimensionality, about the deep connection we have to the cosmos, how like a butterfly effect and a thing that takes place, one drop over here changes the whole fabric of the universe. So how one drop of thought over here changes the cosmos. One act of love over here, it may feel like it's not making an impact. It is changing the frequency around in the cosmos. Okay, so you're going to get deeper and deeper understanding of this. And I do feel that aspects of you, because you know we are human, which means till the end of this human life, we're going to continue to learn. There'll be certain shadows that will be integrating the fun stuff, right, of being human here. So I do feel what's going to activate is things that you have kind of shoved under the rug. I'm sorry, it will come up to surface. It is going to happen. I am going to be doing a video about Saturn in Pisces. I'm not sure if this one will go up first or that one. So if you see that one first, you know that it's linking here. But if you see this 8-8 video first and then my Saturn in Pisces video comes, then you know that there's a link to that. So things that you're refusing to see will come up. There is, without a shadow of doubt, for 100% of you, me included in this 100% of all of the collectives, we will be faced with our shadows. Anything that you fear, anything that you have refused to see, because that's why our third eye awakening is taking place. That is what's going to activate. You don't want to see this? This is the time for emotional clearing. You've got to see it. You've got to take responsibility, accept it and release it, right? Healing of that. That's going to happen. Now here we have here the Star card. What's going to activate? Star. This is, I'm feeling many energies. First, let's talk about the healing. Healing of the emotional body, healing of the feminine energy within you, any gender, anything that you identify with. Healing with, I'm also now, second phase I'm hearing in this message is the women, okay? The women in your life, of women in your family, how they have been, what are some of the struggles, and maybe you inherited those struggles and now you're going to release that. There's going to be a healing, deep healing that's taking place. Now, with that, third eye chakra, throat and union, for some of you, I'm picking up strong levels of fame and stardom. Okay, I am picking that up because I saw the work and career card over here. I am seeing that. And for all of you, 100% of all of you, those who have been doing the inner work, okay, this is the caveat here. If you've been doing the inner work and you're watching this reading right now, for 100% of you, it's not 97% and 90% and most of you and I'm doing a guesswork. No, for 100% of you, if you have been doing any sort of healing and inner work, you are going to be seen as this ray of hope and healing in your family or in your community, in your workspace, in a larger platform or at world scale. It depends. But for sure, you're going to be seen as a healer. Like I said, people will begin to trust you. People want to come in and understand, how did you transmute that? How were you able to move through all those challenges and difficulties and through those mental health? How did you arise above that mental health? For some of you, I'm feeling that if you've been going through certain mental health issues, then this is something where you're going to be talking about and you're going to inspire other people. So I'm seeing that happen. That's what's going to activate within you. Okay, your star quality, your healing, the shaman. The shaman is going to be next level. We have the raven, okay? And it says shaman. You are the creator, you are the magician. Use your gifts for the good. There is power in wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as the keeper of the mysteries. Keeper of the mysteries, okay? You are not going to be afraid to enter this dark space, the unseen realm, or navigate through these underworld kind of, and here I'm not talking about the underworld which we experience on earth. Here I'm referring to the psychic underworld of the vibration of guilt, of shame, of resentment, of anger, of fear, all of those, okay? Those are called our underworld type of shadow work. You're not afraid to look at the shadow work, walk into the shadow realm and come back up. like that raven. You're the keeper of that secret. They're great secrets that are to be had, to be learned from the shadow. Shadow is not something to be afraid of. Shadow is something to be looked at, okay, and just observe, right, and accepted and seen that it is there, and then you make that choice. Okay, I see that happening. That's what's going to get activated. The raven, the ability to be able to traverse through different realms, different dimensions, okay, different aspects, okay, higher vibrations I'm seeing here. Okay, magician, you're going to manifest whatever you want, whatever you dream of. So that is what is being activated for you. Okay, now let's look at the next question. Number 6 is message of higher wisdom. Okay. Message of higher wisdom. Page of Swords. Message of higher wisdom. Number 1. Kether, the crown, source, point, attainment. Thank you. One's already come for us. Crown, oh my God, twice crown over. Right to know, go beyond attachments, divine alignment. Message of higher wisdom. Let's take from one of my favorite texts. Merkaba activation. Shall I take from here? Yeah, let's take it. Why not? Why not? I will take my time with the 8-8 reading. It's a powerful portal. Surrender. So the question is, what is the message that's coming in from the higher dimensions, from your guides? We have here 2 messages of crown, so it's very important that we talk about this. Both of them talk about the crown. Go beyond the attachments, divine alignment, the crown. Everything begins with source. Everything comes from the source, from all that is. And that all these stories, people, situations, and things that are taking place as a part of our experience is for our soul ascension and growth. And you're being guided to take time every single day, as often as possible in the day, to connect to the source, to connect to your divinity. And as you do, you will find that it is very easy for you to detach from situations, very easy for you to release fear, and to be able to move with shadow, with ease and flow. And that a message of hope that comes in. You are rising up. You are transcending. Your light body is being activated. Your crown chakra, the petals are opening. The more petals they open, the more love and light, right, with the crown. I'm also seeing that there is a crowning. For some of you, there is a rise into power and authority. Oh, a message of authority. Where are you drawing your authority from? So your authority that you draw is from your own higher self, from the God, from the Creator. That is true authority. And when that authority guides you, you know that you're being guided on the right path. That's for your highest soul purpose and growth. And to constantly connect with that, multiple times in a day if possible. The energy of surrender supports us to let go of illusionary control and yield to the flow of love and life. We've talked a lot about love, and we have also talked a lot about life in this reading. So here the message of higher wisdom comes that it is important to surrender. To surrender. If there is a so-called tower moment or so-called challenge that's taking place, or there is a difficulty, surrender that. Go with the flow. All eases with love. Open yourself up to divine love. Accept what is taking place and bring yourself back into the present moment. Derive your power by connecting to God's source. And that power is unlimited. And that power is going to anchor you. That power is going to create stability in your life, is going to create an anchor within you, where no matter what is taking place outside, external, your inner peace and your inner balance cannot be shaken. So surrender. With the Page of Swords. With the Page of Swords, the angels over here are saying that be curious, right? Because the Page of Swords is a messenger. Okay? Be curious to the messages that are coming in. Be lighthearted. Be like a child with a childlike wonder and acceptance, childlike curiosity to learn. So be willing and open to learn a new way. So don't be so stuck on being so rigid. Okay, that's what the angels are saying over here. So we'll just ask a final question on how you can move through all of this with ease and flow. Okay, thank you, angels, for that wisdom. How can they move with ease and flow? We have here the tantric journey. Connection, community. And the Chariot. All of them are talking about movement. So how you can move through this with ease and flow is through exerting your own personal will. Understanding that you can't be just swayed by distractions. So take ownership and charge of your mind, of what is coming, what you're planting in your energy and in your mind, and creating a balance. Because the Chariot speaks of movement, it speaks of harmonizing two polarities. So see, when you are getting too negative or you're going off course, you will realize that because you're getting these signs and symbols and synchronicities. Okay, so this will really help you to exert your will. I say no to drama. Is this gossip? I say no to that. So take ownership of that. Take ownership of your life. Take ownership and responsibility and accountability. And when you take charge, because I'm seeing the stars here, and remember that took us to that hope and healing. Okay, be like that guiding light, that star. And to be the light, you have to transmute, right? Because the light burns, and that is through fire and transmutation. So allow the version of you that is wanting control, or that is wanting certain things that are good just with the eyes, the distractions, to try to connect more to the higher self and higher source, because that message was already coming through of higher wisdom, which is going to help you through this journey, which will help you towards this movement. What else you can do is to connect with other people. This is the reach out. This is our Three of Pentacles, collaborating with others. Okay, you know what? Let's build this together. Let's do this together, right? Or let's tag team. Okay, I'm meditating and I plan on doing this. Check in on me if I'm doing it. So this is what I'm also feeling with the Three of Pentacles over here, and I also feel like it's really going to support you by connecting with other people, right? The community. So now let's also get another message on how you can move through this with ease and flow. Realization. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. So what I'm feeling is how This is going to support you. First, let's put these two together, the tantric journey and the realization. I feel like for those of you who are meditating, so this refers to certain type of tools, certain type of, you could use crystals, you could use a sacred geometry, so using a certain symbol, using symbols, using a certain form, a physicality, a manifested physicality to connect with the deeper part is going to really support you. Okay, that's all I want to delve in with this tantric energy over here. Okay, then in terms of realization, what this is feeling, what's going to help you is that to realize that all the, which I started the reading with, what you see as an external manifestation is something that is a reflection within you, whether it's a trigger, whether it's high vibe and great circumstances. So if something comes in as a harsher or a more constrictive situation, the angels are seeing that, realize that the outer and inner, creating the harmony, realizing the outer is a manifestation of the internal, right? So that is our process for our growth. So becoming aware of that. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. I hope this resonates. Do let me know how you feel with this 8-8 portal message or messages coming in. This was a general reading. If you'd like to book a personal 8-8 reading with me, the details of that are in the description box of this video. May this manifest in the best and the highest way for you. Thank you. Take care. Namah Shivaya.